Okay, I'm back. I'm back with the unlocking the lockdown aspect of hospitality industry today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk to two of the leading people from the hospitality industry. The first one being Mr. Gaurav Singh, who is the multi-property vice president of and GM of JW Marriott. Ebong the second person whom we are going to talk to is Sagar Daryani, co-founder and CEO of Wow Momo Foods Private Limited. Okay, এনাদের দুজনের সাথে কথা বলবো আমরা। ওকে, আচ্ছা আমি কিন্তু কমেন্টস না দেখতে পাচ্ছি না, আমি জানি না মানে ইফ দ্যাট ইজ আ প্রবলেম বা কেউ কমেন্ট করেনি নাকি সেটা বুঝতে পারছি না। I'll just do one thing. দীক্ষা সিং, হাই, গুড মর্নিং। একটা কমেন্ট এসছে এখন, আমি ভাবছিলাম বোধহয় কমেন্ট পড়েনি। I'll just do one thing. I'll just share the live right now from my personal page. Personal page as in my official page basically, which is RJ Srijan. RJ space 𝑆𝑟𝑖𝗀𝗀𝗋. You can hit the like button over there. I'll just share this. Hey, do hold koriya please. আরে শুভ্র, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, কি খবর ভাই, অনেকদিন বাদে। অরিন্দম ধর মালা, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। লকডাউনের দাড়ি তো এটা শ্রীয়ন্দা, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ শুভ্র, ইউ গট ইট রাইট। ঈদ মোবারক ভাই। Hi, good morning, Gauravji. Hi, good morning, Gauravji. This is Srijan calling from 91.9 Friends FM. Hi, hi. Just be online for 10 seconds. I'll take you on air. Okay. Okay, so that was Karan Singh Arora with Sara Din. That was a brand new track right here only on 91.9 Friends FM. And right now, we are going to talk about unlocking the lockdown as far as hospitality industry is concerned. Okay, আমরা সবাই কিছু গিটের মধ্যে দিয়ে যাচ্ছি এই লকডাউনের কারণে। ওকে, এই গিটগুলো আমাদের জীবনে পড়ে যাচ্ছে। আমরা যে সমস্ত ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে কাজ করি সেই সমস্ত ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে ওই গিট পড়ছে। হ্যাঁ, ফাইন্যান্সিয়ালি আমরা একটু গিটের মধ্যে আছি। শোবিজ ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে গিট পড়ে গেছে। সমস্ত ইন্ডাস্ট্রিটাই বেসিক্যালি ওই দের আর নটস, যেরকম হেডফোনে নট পড়ে যায় না, গিট পড়ে যায়, ঠিক সেই রকম ধরনের গিট পড়ে গেছে এদিক ওদিক ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজে, বিভিন্ন ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে, বিভিন্ন অ্যাসপেক্টে আমাদের জীবনে। তো হসপিটালিটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতেও একটু গিট টিট পড়েছে বেসিক্যালি। ওকে, So talking about unlocking the lockdown and talking about unlocking the lockdown in terms of hospitality industry. Ami Srijan, good morning, friends at 91.9 Friends of MA Pegachi, Gaurav GK, Mr. Gaurav Singh from JW Marriott. Welcome to 91.9 Friends of M, sir. Sir, firstly, I would like to tell you that we are so very glad to have you in our station, and we are live simultaneously on Facebook from our official Facebook page of 91.9 Friends FM, and also we are live on air, quite obviously, right now. And I would like our friends and audience and everybody out there on Facebook Live and on air to know that Gaurav ji, Mr. Gaurav Singh is the multi-property vice president and GM of JW Marriott. Sir, pehla sawal, the first question I'll be asking you is that what are the challenges that your company or your industry is facing right now because of the lockdown, and how are you dealing with those?
So naturally, the hospitality industry is one of those industries which has been affected very largely by the lockdowns and this pandemic. It is a feature of the fact that travel is almost cut down totally over the last 60 odd days. And our industry is based on travel. It's based on people who come to visit cities for various reasons, whether it be tourism, whether it be work, or attend family functions, weddings, or have events. None of those are possible in the current scenario, and therefore, our businesses are down to bare minimum. In fact, for the last 60 days, we've been, just about managing to keep single-digit occupancies for those who are stranded in the city, supporting them. We've been supporting the city administration in being giving, food and packages to the city administration, to the healthcare workers. And we've been providing support towards those who are traveling and need support for, finding a place to stay in these difficult times. So that has been the outflow or outlook of how we have actually been working over the last 60 days. But none of this has been driven towards any sort of economic, gain in any form, because none of it actually is making business sense. And I don't think that is going to be the way forward as well. Also, considering what Bengal has witnessed and Kolkata has witnessed over the last week with the cyclone that hit us, it's also been, a very difficult time for the city. And I think the city has come together with the help of the government and the administration to be able to put some sort of semblance back in bringing life back to life in principle. And we are here to support in whichever way that we can.
Sir, we'll just quickly move on to the next question that we have. Okay, so the people who are, who are not such big hoteliers or who are not such big players in this industry, how would you suggest them to cope with the current situation?
So I don't think this impacts the big or the small. I think it's impacting everyone. If there is somebody who's still starting up his business or has an individual restaurant or a hotel, the chances are that their economics are probably hit further than those which are larger chains, larger organizations. But it is the same for both. In both cases, when you have a smaller business, your costs are smaller, your corporate heads or your corporate structure is smaller. Your outflow of cash towards any sort of payouts is relatively smaller. So it is all linked. Whereas in a larger organization, you have those larger outflows, and therefore those are larger in nature. And in both cases, I think the impact is quite tremendous. As you would have heard, aviation and hospitality are amongst those industries which have taken a huge hit amongst many others. I think there is no business which has not taken a huge hit. But we are the first to get hit because we were literally told to shut shop. Our restaurants are totally shut for the last 60 days. None of them have been able to serve even one guest. We employ lots of chefs, lots of servers, and we continue to employ them. And it's a challenge to do so. Yes, we are doing home delivery in today's day and age. JW Marriott Calcutta started to deliver food home in the last 30 odd days. But that's a very small part of the business relative to those who would come and dine with us. So I think the big and the small both are at equal status today. We are both hit as badly as anyone would be.
So, lastly, one message to all the listeners who are listening to us right now, who are listening to you right now, upcoming businessmen and all the people out there who are wondering that what is the future or how to navigate out of this situation once the lockdown gets lifted.
I think positivity is a major element. We need to keep positive in our approach in what we see as the future. One of the other things for our industry is naturally that we need to provide heightened sense of security today in the safety measures and the sanitization measures that we take as we go into bringing business back to our lives. And we at the Marriott have, lately just launched a program called We Care, which is a tremendously strict program towards how we will operate our hotels after the lockdown. And it essentially is to ensure that every touch point of our customers, anywhere that any of our guests touch anything at the hotel, has a specific manner in which it has been sanitized. There is a manner in which you can actually showcase to the individual how and what has been done to the product or the surface. Also, we are using technology and digital today in a big way. So it's just as a case in point, that if you go to a restaurant, you would in the old times pick up a menu to read from it and then order your dishes. We've actually gone into now converting that into a digital format to say that you can scan a barcode on the table as you sit down, and you can see the menu on your phone. So you don't have to contact anything. You don't have to touch a menu which has been touched by other guests or by associates of the hotel. And you can, read the menu directly on your phone itself. So those kind of digital, changes are being made to ensure that we, literally take care of our associates as well as our guests as we come back from this lockdown. But I think the two critical things, if I was to just leave it at two, is one, to keep the positivity that we will break this and we will come out of this stronger than ever before. And two, that I think there is a sense that we need to today ensure that we have a heightened sense of, sanitization and safety measures in all places that we visit. And therefore, the people who adapt that at the earliest and ensure that